All right, so you know how much we love movies, right? Like that feeling when the lights go down and you're about to go on a journey.
Oh, absolutely. There's nothing like it.
But we're not talking about just any movie experience today. We're diving into the world of film festivals.
And not just the big names, like everyone knows Cannes, everyone knows Sundance.
Right, exactly. We're going deeper, unearthing those hidden gems, those festivals that are really pushing the boundaries of filmmaking.
And trust me, today's deep dive is a doozy.
Oh, it really is. Get ready to explore all that moves. A film festival happening in Brazil that's, well...
It's really unlike anything you've ever seen before.
Okay, so we've been poring over their official document. It's all in Portuguese, by the way.
Oh,
And
no, I've got you covered.
yes, we'll break it all down. But let me tell you, this festival's not messing around.
Oh, no, not at all. Right from their tagline, Novos Alhares Outros Cinemas, which means new views, other cinemas.
I love that.
You can tell they're all about challenging the status quo, showing you something different.
And that's what's so refreshing, because let's be honest, a lot of film festivals out there,
They can feel a little, I don't know.
exclusive. Yeah, I was going to say a bit exclusive, maybe even a little intimidating.
Totally. Like you need a secret handshake just to get in.
Right. But all that moves, they're breaking down those walls. They have, are you ready for this? 22 categories.
22. That's wild. Most festivals are lucky if they have half that.
I know, right? It's amazing. And it's not just your typical best picture, best director stuff either. I mean, they
Yeah.
have those categories too.
They
But
go so much deeper.
okay, so for example, they have Cinema Preto, which celebrates Black filmmaking in all its glory.
Oh, I love that. And then there's Mulher no Cinema, which highlights the incredible work being done by women in film.
And wait for it, because this is the one that really blew my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Fito no cellular.
No way. You mean,
Films shot entirely on cell phones. How cool is that?
that's actually amazing. Talk about making filmmaking accessible to everyone.
Right. It's like they're saying, hey, you have a story to tell. We want to see it no matter what you film it on.
And in this day and age, everyone has a pretty amazing camera right in their pocket.
Exactly. And that's so in line with the festival's overall vibe. Speaking of which,
Oh, what's this?
this festival, get this, it's completely free to attend.
Wait, seriously? Free?
You heard that right. Free, no ticket required. Which,
Yeah.
let's be honest,
That almost never happens.
never. Especially for a festival of this caliber. But it really speaks to their commitment to making cinema accessible to everyone.
It's true. It's like they're saying, this isn't some elite club. Come on in. The doors are open.
Exactly. And it's not just about who gets to watch the films, it's also about who's making them. They even have a category specifically for student films.
Feito para estudante. Right. That's so great.
Yeah. It's like they're nurturing the next generation of filmmakers, giving them a platform to showcase their work.
Which is so important. A lot of these bigger festivals, they're all about the established names.
Oh, absolutely. It's all about who who you're connected to.
But all that moves, it feels like they're actively trying to discover and champion new talent.
Exactly. They're shining a light on voices that might not otherwise be heard, which
It's really refreshing, honestly.
it is. And it leads to such a diverse and interesting lineup of films.
Okay, so tell me more about some of these categories. You mentioned Cinema Preto and Mulher no Cinema. Those are powerful statements.
They really are. And then you have Panorama LGBTQIA, which to me signals a commitment to showcasing the full spectrum of experiences within that community.
You know, it's interesting because these categories, they're not just about representation on screen.
Exactly. It's deeper than that.
They speak to larger social and cultural shifts happening within Brazil.
It's like they're using film as a lens to examine these changes, to spark conversations, and
to really push the boundaries of what Brazilian cinema can be.
that's what's so cool about film festivals, right? You get to really immerse yourself in a culture in a way you never could just by, like, watching a movie at home.
Totally. It's like a window into another world. And with all that moves, you're getting this incredible snapshot of what's happening in Brazilian cinema right now.
Yeah, the creativity, the energy, the innovation, it's all there. Speaking of which, did you notice how they're honoring the winners in each category?
You mean with the laurel wreaths?
Yes, the Coros de Louros. It's such a classic, almost ancient symbol of victory.
It is. And I thought that was really interesting, especially given how modern and forward-thinking this festival is otherwise.
Right. It's like, are they nodding to tradition or are they, like, subverting it somehow?
That's a good question. Maybe it's a bit of both. Like, they're acknowledging the long history of storytelling while also embracing the future of film.
Ooh, I like that. It's like they're saying, we're part of something bigger than ourselves.
Exactly. And that even as technology changes and evolves, some things remain timeless. The power of a good story, the desire to connect with others, the magic of cinema.
Okay, so speaking of storytelling, I noticed something interesting about how they structured their categories, particularly within Panorama, which is where they feature a lot of the Brazilian films.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
They have separate categories for short films and feature films, which
Oh,
makes
right.
sense,
Right.
but then they have documentaries as their own completely separate category.
You're right. It's subtle, but it's definitely a deliberate choice.
And it makes you realize they're not treating documentaries as just a subgenre of fiction. It's its own art form with its own unique power.
Absolutely. Documentaries can explore complex issues and challenge our perspectives in a way that fiction sometimes can't.
Totally. And remember how we were talking about how all that moves is all about showcasing new voices and giving a platform to underrepresented filmmakers?
Yeah.
Well, this focus on documentaries just amplifies that, It's
Yeah.
like they're saying, if you have a story to tell, no matter how you choose to tell it, we're here to listen.
I love that.
And you don't always get that, even at film festivals.
No, you're right. It's easy to get caught up in the glitz and glamour, the red carpets, and the awards.
But all that moves, they're staying true to their mission. They're using film to spark conversations, to challenge assumptions, to really make a difference.
We're curating an experience.
Exactly. It's not just a random collection of films. Everything is very intentional, very thoughtful, from the categories to the free admission to those laurel wreaths. It all circles back to that idea, right? That all that moves is more than just a film festival. It's like a movement, a call to action.
I love that because it's true. It's not just about showcasing films, it's about sparking a larger conversation about the world we live in.
Yeah, challenging ourselves to see things from different angles, to open our minds to new possibilities and perspectives.
And reminding us that everyone, everywhere, has a story worth telling no matter who they are or where they come from.
Right. And that by giving those stories a platform, by putting them in front of an audience.
You're not just reflecting the world, you're actively changing it. You're shaping the future of cinema.
I love that. Such a powerful idea. So basically what you're saying is all that moves is sending out an invitation
Oh, absolutely. To the filmmakers, to the audiences, to everyone, really.
to come together, to experience something new, to be a part of something bigger than themselves. Man, I wish we could go.
Me too. It really makes you think, though, if this is just the beginning for them, what kind of impact are they going to have? Not just in Brazil, but globally.
Right. Like what stories will they bring to light in the years to come? What conversations will they start?
And what will it mean for the future of cinema as a whole?
Okay, so I don't know about you, but I am suddenly feeling very inspired to maybe take a trip down to Brazil next year and check it out for myself. Or at the very least, hunt down some of these films online.
Right. Because who knows? You might just discover your new favorite filmmaker, or even walk away with a whole new perspective on the world.
And isn't that what great cinema is all about?
I think so.
So until next time, keep exploring, keep watching, and most importantly, keep those popcorn buckets full.